My friend Dina went through a very tragic birth process with her newest baby, and she almost died. And literally she was in a coma for days, and they didn't know if she'd come out without brain damage. And I've told the story a few times, but her baby Zoe was supposed to be born, stillborn, and she was instead born alive. And during this whole thing, a website was started, and thousands of people, literally thousands of people from all over the world began to pray and beg God for Dina's life all over the world, together, agreeing together that this would be what they wanted. And that agreement, that begging, that praying in deep, I want to say people prayed with great fervor and passion for this. It's like their guts ached for Dina and her family and her new baby, and they wanted God to move, and so they just prayed and agreed and went after God. And frankly, it was amazing to watch Dina come back to life and her baby still be alive, and for them to return home was like, wow, ecstasy. It was amazing. It was cool. Now, I don't know if it's ecstasy because I was surprised, because people were surprised that God actually came through, or if ecstasy came because we all agreed on something and came and God actually stretched out his hand and moved. But I gotta say, this experience has got me thinking a lot about just, the way we live out our Christian faith. Like, what is it about us? What is it about you? What about me that we just don't pray very often? We don't really beg God for these things like this. I mean, we see that the world is a hurting place. We see there's things going on that aren't right, but we don't go after God together, getting groups of people agreeing and saying, let's just, with our guts aching for this thing, pray and beg God to move. And it seems like that's what God wants his people to do. Not only so they can get to know him better, but so that we can actually, somehow prayer moves the heart of God. And it says in the Bible, it moves his hand to move and go. And I just wonder if that's why so much of our ministry just lacks power. We do all kinds of ministry activities, but very few of them are really upheld with that kind of heartfelt, gut-aching kind of prayer to God. Maybe that's why we're so powerless. Maybe that's why so much of what we do is kind of impotent. Maybe God's waiting for us to really come after him and beg him to move. Maybe he's waiting for his people to really passionately agree on this, this mission that we're on. Anybody in your life you can get that you can get together with and begin to passionately pray in a direction for something? Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a child, maybe it's some situation going on in your neighborhood or in your state or in the world. Maybe God's just waiting for some of us to get together and really go after his throne. Why not try it?